Okay. Hey you guys, this is Beauty Manifested and I am Danny the Tiege. I'm super excited today. I am going to talk about my garden vision for spring 2023 and also summer 2023. I'm super duper excited. I have some amazing mentors and I also might talk about what I wish I knew before I first started my garden. But I have some really amazing mentors. One of them is the Dallas Garden School. Callie, she's so awesome and so knowledgeable. She's really helped me learn how to grow specifically in North Texas, and she's also inspired me to get more into growing flowers because originally my primary desire was to grow a lot of food. And that's kind of how I've evolved as a gardener as well. I used to be super into like farming, homestead type of content, and now I'm like super into like, for lack of better words, rich white woman gardening or like English gardening, like, you know, big castles, like just more luxury gardening. So I'm really enjoying this journey that I'm on. Every year is different and I get to grow and evolve. And I'm a manifestor human design type. I'm someone who likes to keep it moving and try a lot of things and start a lot of new projects, and I really don't like monotony in my life, and the garden is always changing and there's infinite possibilities. So I'm just really thriving in this area. And then my other garden inspiration is Garden Answer on YouTube. I absolutely love her design ideas. I think it's so wonderful, and she actually inspired me to get a bunch of super petunias and decorate like that. So, and then Callie, she had a video where it was like new plants for 2023 with Ball Horticulture, which is one of the largest plant distributors in the country. So I'm just super excited. So I planted a bunch of petunias yesterday. I'm doing magenta because magenta is the color for 2023, and I have a lot of pink rose bushes. So below the pink rose bushes on the border, I've planted like a ton of petunias in a beautiful magenta color, and I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm so happy. It's already bringing me so much joy. I think I have this plant, it's called like Ganzea, something like that. It's yellow and looks kind of like a Rudbeckia, or kind of like a sunflower type of vibe, you know, brown in the middle, yellow on the outside. It's really, really beautiful, and I'm absolutely overjoyed with my purchase. Shameless plug, my favorite nursery to go to for plant starts, for at least for annuals, is Mansfield Gardens, and it's just by my house. It's a locally family owned nursery. I love being able to support small business, and they have great prices, definitely the best that I've seen. So I feel really grateful to have access to them. You can decorate your whole yard on a budget, which I'm on. Yeah, what else? So, okay, so then in the back, I'm doing super petunias. I'm obsessed with super petunias. They always have super petunias on Garden Answer, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna hold up in my weather in Texas, but then I watched the video with Callie, who specifically talks about gardening in Texas, and they talked about petunias, and when I was driving to work, all along the side of the road, I was seeing petunias. So I'm like, okay, well, I must be able to grow them for at least a little while. So I have super petunias in really red along the pool bed, and they get massive, and they're gonna just like be spilling out, and I'm so excited. And I have them around and near my pomegranate tree, which puts out beautiful red blooms. So it's gonna just be like so much red, so much loveliness. I have a pear tree that I have in a tire. And also a cranberry that I have in a tire with some strawberries and things. And I added 2 of the really red super petunias to those so it can like spill over the tire and kind of cover up the tire so it doesn't look like a tire. And I'm really, really excited. I also got some alyssum. I think I talked about that in my video yesterday, how much I love growing alyssum, but this time I got white and purple, and I kind of put that all over the yard. So I would say I'm sticking to like magenta and white in a lot of the yard. Garden Answer, her mother came on one of the design idea videos, and she talked about how she likes to have all 4 colors, and I think that's like red, yellow, blue, white. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what she said. So I'm kind of incorporating all the colors. My garden might end up being a little bit chaotic this year just because I didn't have a plan in the very beginning of the season, and last year I planted my perennial garden with like a bunch of stuff that wasn't in bloom. So I don't even know, like for example, I planted some bee balm and I don't even know what the blooms are gonna look like, but I think that they're gonna be a purple color, but they might be magenta. I really have no idea because they haven't bloomed yet. And sometimes like the plant labeling is wrong and you get something that you weren't expecting to get. So I really don't know how everything is gonna look, but I think that's like part of the fun. I like the mystery. I don't know what to expect, but you can't go wrong with flowers. I think even whether I've been really drawn through yards where it's a lot of cohesiveness, like a lot of the same thing. And next year I will be, or even in the fall, because I'm probably gonna have to plant it again, but I do want to work on more cohesiveness, like having a whole bed of one color, one plant looks wonderful to me. But this year is gonna be a lot. I guess it's kind of an experimental year. This is my first year like really getting big into growing flowers. Last year, but it was only I think last October that I decided to put in my perennial garden. I tried to do a perennial garden one time maybe 5 years ago in the front, and it was crap. Most of the plants died, some of them lived, but not many. So this is last year October I put in the perennial garden. It looked good for a couple weeks and then it got cold. So this is really my first year of like diving all into my flower gardening. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I will have to get out in the garden and show you guys how things are going. I took some before pictures. I'm gonna take some more when I head out. But it's a beautiful and lovely thing to be able to have such a large canvas. My gardening is my art, so I have such a large canvas to experiment in. My family and my HOA are both very forgiving, so I don't feel any pressure to be perfect. And even if they were pressuring me to be perfect, I wouldn't care. But you know, I'm just very excited. I love gardening. I love flowers. I love color. And this year is great. I did write some notes for this video, so let me see what I have. Yeah, I said, thanks to Garden Answer, I've totally fallen in love with Supertunias, and I will be investing a couple $100s into these plants. Shameless plug. So I love Callaway's Nursery because they have a reward system, and I'm a sucker for a good reward system. They do birthday discounts. Like, the staff are always really good to me. Their prices are high, so I don't get everything there. If I need to buy things in bulk, I'm gonna go to Mansfield Gardens, which is my local family-owned nursery. But Callaway's has a return policy and the family-owned nursery doesn't, obviously because their stuff is cheaper and because they're a family-owned nursery and they just can't afford to always be doing that. But Callaway's is really awesome. So between those two nurseries, I'm like so well taken care of. Yeah, so anyways, I got 6 Supertunia plants, and they spread and mound up to like 4 feet, so they take up a lot of space. You don't need a lot. So I got 6 of them, and I had a credit on my account. It was gonna be like maybe $50 or something for 6. I think they were $7.99 each. That would have been more than 50. I don't know. Like, yeah. Anyways, it was gonna be like $50 for the 6 plants. They get really big and actually cover a lot of space. But I had a credit on my account, so I got the 6 plants for $15. Which, yeah, great price. For 4 times 6, 24 square feet of coverage. So I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I got them out and fertilized them today so they could just like really be happy. So I said I am super excited to grow these beautiful spreading plants. I hope that they will perform well in my North Texas garden. I'm going to use them to spill out of my pool bed. I did use them in my pool bed. I act fast because I literally wrote this yesterday morning, and that was before I watched the North Texas gardening class, because I really wanted to see like, okay, can I even grow these? Because I would have been so bummed if I invested any money, even $15 into these plants. And I'm so excited because I've been seeing all these videos on YouTube. I plant them and they just don't survive our heat. Like, that would really suck. So I did a little research, and they will perform in my North Texas garden at least up until June. And if I keep them really well watered, I might be able to get them to last through July and August. And if I can just get them to survive through July and August, then they'll definitely start blooming again when fall comes. So we'll see. My goal for this year is design and infrastructure. Although my favorite thing in the whole world is creating and designing new garden spaces, I am intentionally allowing my garden to grow and evolve before I add anything else. I'm really drawn to patterns and repetition in the garden. I want to grow a few things, and so I'm getting more into propagating this year so I can have so I can multiply the plants that I have without spending a bunch of money. Yes. So I want to learn how to take root cuttings, because I have this one rose that literally I planted it from bare root along with 4 other roses. I had 4 bare root roses I got from Home Depot, and 3 of them have not done much. I think 1 of them might have died. 3 of them haven't done much, and this one is thriving. Like, it looks so good. It blooms super early. It blooms profusely, and I honestly haven't cared for it that much. Like, it's drought. It's amazing. It's the best rose ever, and it's so beautiful, and it smells amazing. So I want to propagate it so I can have more of those, and maybe fill in that backspace with just a bunch more roses, because I really like the impact of having a lot of plants that grow really well, like in a space, and it just like, it has a massive impact versus having a lot of variety. That's what I've learned. So I'm excited to partake on my propagating journey. It's going to be really, really fun for me. It's a valuable skill to have, and I'm just really excited. And then that's why I'm planting a lot of annuals this year, because I'm taking a break on planting perennials until the ones that I have really established themselves. And one, I probably don't have to buy more. Once they're really, really established, I might be able to separate them and multiply them without having to spend more money. And also, I'll be able to know how they really, really look before I just start adding more and more and more and more and more. And that does take self-control, because I'm a nursery girl. Like, I'll go to the nursery. Yesterday, I went to a nursery literally on my lunch break just to, like, sit there and enjoy the vibes, because I just love it so much. Like, to garden is the greatest joy I have. I had a beautiful phone call with my girlfriends yesterday, and it was so refreshing and just rejuvenating, and I'm just so grateful for Sacred Sisterhood. And we were just talking about, like, keeping faith and all of those things, like in difficult times, and patience with God and all of those things. And I was just like, you know what, like, my greatest gift is my garden. I feel so grateful, because when I'm in my garden, time just doesn't exist. Time truly stands still for me. I usually don't even take my phone out there with me, because it's just me and the plants, and I don't have a worry in the world. I really don't. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so overjoyed. Like, I feel the closest to God when I'm with my plants and in my garden, and just imagining a new beautiful space. And I just feel so grateful that I was able to find this passion. I don't know if I've ever felt this just like lit up about something before, and so I'm gonna just run with it. I'm in this for life, or as long as I feel this way, and I'm just really, really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be a gardener. I'm really happy for yoga. I am just so blessed. I have so much love in my life, and I just couldn't even ask for more. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this home. I'm so grateful for my family. Like, I'm overjoyed. I'm truly, truly overjoyed. My garden is everything to me. It's my peace. It's my church. It's everything. So what else did I talk about? Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot of annuals this year. I love fun pops of color. I'm doing a lot of seed starting this year. I did cave. I wasn't going to buy any plant starts this year. I was only going to start by seed. And yesterday I actually did order some seeds for petunias, because petunias are for super petunias. Petunias are now my jam. They're one of my favorite plants now, just from watching Garden Answer. But I ordered some seeds for petunias, gardenias. Are they called? No, not gardenias. Geraniums, super petunias, and rudbeckia. I don't think and maybe salvia. I may have got some salvia seeds too. So salvia, rudbeckia are both perennials. And then I got geranium and petunia, which are both annuals. And I'm going to start learning how to grow those by seed, which I'm just like so excited about. And yeah, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be amazing. And I'm just getting better and better every year. I'm helping one of my girlfriends plant her garden over the weekend with some red petunias. And hopefully next year when I help her plant her garden, I'll be able to bring her a tray that I started in my own home. So that is my goal for next year, to get really good at seed starting, annual flowers, perennial flowers, and fruits and vegetables, as well as to get really good at propagating plants. I want to propagate my blackberries, my roses, probably my pear trees, maybe learn how to graft. And I just want to get a little more thrifty and regenerative and sustainable in the garden, although I do love supporting my local gardens. I really, really do. Because I'm so committed to gardening and I intend to be in this for a lifetime, I just feel like those are some really valuable skills to have. And I don't want to be someone who has to just like spend hundreds of dollars every year on their garden. I want eventually for the garden to be able to care for itself. So that's kind of my vision for 2023. That's what I'm working on. That's where I see myself going. And I'm super, super excited. I'll have to show you guys the progress and the update. I will remember to take pictures on my way out. I love you guys. Stay beautiful and grow something lovely.